Do you ever find yourself lying awake at night, replaying conversations from years ago, cringing at something you said? Or do you obsess over career paths not taken, relationships you let slip away, or opportunities you missed? If you're nodding right now, you're not alone. I used to spend hours, sometimes entire days, trapped in an endless loop of what ifs and if-onlys. Every decision I made, big or small, eventually became ammunition for my mind to use against me. Why did I say that in the meeting? I should have majored in something practical. If only I had taken that job offer 5 years ago. Why didn't I tell them how I really felt while I had the chance? This constant regret wasn't just unpleasant. It was paralyzing. The fear of making another regrettable choice made even simple decisions feel overwhelming. And the mental energy spent ruminating on past mistakes left little room for actually living in the present. But here's what I've discovered after years of research, personal experimentation, and conversations with psychologists. Regret isn't just a negative emotion to be eliminated. When understood correctly, regret can actually become one of your most powerful tools for growth, improved decision-making, and ultimately, a more fulfilling life. Today, I'm going to share the framework that transformed my relationship with regret. I'll explain why your brain is wired for regret, what your specific regrets are trying to tell you, and most importantly, how to use this understanding to break free from the cycle of rumination and self-criticism. This isn't about positive thinking platitudes or simply letting go. It's about developing a nuanced, practical approach to an emotion that, whether we like it or not, is a fundamental part of human experience. Before we can transform our relationship with regret, we need to understand why this uncomfortable emotion exists in the first place. Despite how it feels, regret isn't a design flaw in human psychology. It serves specific evolutionary and psychological purposes. Regret is one of the most complex emotions we experience. It's a counterfactual emotion, meaning it compares what happened with what could have happened. This mental time travel requires advanced thinking and plays an important role in our growth. Why would our brains evolve something so painful? Because regret is a powerful learning tool. Like physical pain teaches us to avoid harm, regret helps us recognize misalignments between our actions and values. Research by psychologist Neil Rose shows that people who reflect on regret often make better decisions moving forward. But here's the key. Healthy regret leads to insight and change. Unhealthy regret traps us in rumination. The difference lies in how we process it. Most of us were never taught how to handle regret. But when seen as a messenger, not a punishment, it offers valuable lessons. Regret isn't here to torment you. It's here to help you grow, realign, and move forward with greater wisdom. The question becomes, are you willing to listen to what your regrets are trying to tell you, rather than just wishing they would disappear? Not all regrets are created equal. In my experience and based on psychological research, regrets typically fall into 3 distinct categories. Understanding which type of regret you're experiencing is crucial for knowing how to address it effectively. Regrets usually fall into 3 main types: action, inaction, and identity regrets. Action regrets are about things you did, like impulsive decisions or hurtful words. These are intense at first because the cause and effect are clear. I did X, which caused Y. Inaction regrets are about things you didn't do, like not taking a chance, staying silent, or missing opportunities. Research shows these tend to linger longer because the what-ifs are endless and unresolved. Identity regrets run deeper. They're about not being true to yourself, living by others' expectations, not standing up for your values, or not becoming who you hope to be. Each regret type reveals something vital. Action regrets point to self-control and responsibility. Inaction regrets highlight courage and growth. Identity regrets speak to authenticity. Knowing which type of regret you're facing helps clarify what matters most to you, your values. And that insight is key to making more meaningful decisions in the future. Rumination, repeatedly dwelling on past mistakes, can turn healthy regret into a harmful emotional trap. While regret can teach us, rumination keeps us stuck, increasing the risk of anxiety, depression, and poor health. To break this cycle, use a 3-step method. Extract, express, and redirect. Step 1. Extract the lesson. Ask specific questions like, what belief led to this regret? What value was compromised? What advice would I give to someone else in this situation? These questions help you gain insight and view the situation from multiple angles. Step 2. Express the emotion. Bottling up regret intensifies it. Try journaling, talking to a friend, or using self-compassionate language. Expressing feelings calms the brain and helps you move forward emotionally, without fueling more rumination. Step 3. Redirect your focus. Use if-then plans, called implementation intentions. If I start ruminating, I'll shift focus by taking one small action. This turns regret into a guide for future choices. When you extract the insight, express the emotion, and redirect your focus, regret stops being a burden and becomes a powerful tool for growth. One of the most powerful ways to shift your experience of regret is by adjusting your time perspective, how you relate to the past, present, and future. Psychologist Philip Zimbardo found that people often have dominant time orientations, and those stuck in regret usually focus heavily on a past negative view. They replay memories of mistakes, missed chances, or failures, which creates a cycle. The more they focus on the negative past, the more regret they feel. To break this cycle, start by cultivating a past positive mindset. This means reflecting on growth moments, meaningful relationships, and challenges you've overcome. Creating a resilience resume can help. A personal list of struggles you've faced and the lessons you've learned from them. Next, build present awareness with mindfulness. Even simple practices like paying attention to your breath or savoring small daily moments can pull you out of regret spirals and anchor you in the now. Finally, nurture a balanced future view. Try journaling letters to your future self, focusing on the kind of person you want to be. This builds hope and intention instead of fear. The goal isn't to erase the past, it's to move through time with flexibility and purpose. At the core of transforming regret is a powerful paradox. You must fully accept your past choices and commit to change. Most people get stuck leaning too far one way. Some say, what's done is done, but avoid reflecting on how they could grow. Others say, I'll never do that again, but never truly accept what happened, staying stuck in guilt or shame. Real change happens when both sides work together. Acceptance doesn't mean approval. It means seeing what happened clearly, without denial or self-punishment. This is called radical acceptance. Acknowledging the past so you can stop fighting it and start learning from it. Practices that build acceptance include self-compassion, forgiveness, and perspective-taking, like imagining how your 90-year-old self would view this regret. At the same time, committing to change gives regret purpose. That means taking real steps, setting behavior goals, creating reminders, or sharing your plans with someone who will support you. Together, acceptance and change create psychological flexibility. You're no longer stuck in regret. You're using it as a guide, not a jailer. That's where real growth begins. Regret can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to define your story. When approached with compassion and clarity, regret becomes a powerful teacher. It reveals what truly matters to you, highlights patterns worth changing, and guides you toward more authentic choices. By understanding regret's purpose, naming your specific regrets, breaking the rumination cycle, and shifting your perspective, you begin transforming pain into wisdom. Over time, regret loses its sting, not because you ignore it, but because you process it and learn from it. The goal isn't to eliminate regret, but to grow through it. Instead of fearing mistakes, you'll make choices aligned with your values. Regret becomes a tool, not a trap. So next time regret arises, don't push it away. Listen to what it's telling you. It might be the message that leads you toward a more meaningful life. If this helped shift your view, share your thoughts in the comments.